Right, hello there. I'm going to run you through the very basics of getting up and running in Premiere. So first of all, we open up the program. And we decide what we want to do. In this instance, I'm going to start from scratch and do a new project. Now over here, I need to browse for where I'm going to create the project, and it's always best to work from a removable drive. So to show that again, I click on Browse here, I choose my removable drive, and I'm going to choose a project folder. So Premiere Tutorial, there we are. I can choose that, and then I can give my project a name. Take Two, because the first one didn't work out very well. Take Two, there we go. I can cancel this screen because there's an easier way of creating a sequence and having it go through these settings. I click on cancel, and just going to resize the window so you can see everything. There we go, that should be fitting in now, no problem. And so I'm going to go File and Import. And on my drive I have my video files under Training. Let's go for Leverage Scene 33. I can actually just import the whole folder, you can see there, and that will bring all my files in. Okay, there's some extra files here that aren't movie files, which is why that error's come up. Okay, here we are, is all my different files. Double click and they will go ahead and they will load in my clip viewer. What I would recommend you do is rename them to something more useful. This one could be something like Phone Shot 1. Yeah, and then if you rename them all, you've got a better idea of what's going on. These are video files. The sound icon ones are just sound. Okay, so we didn't create a sequence. I said there was an easier way, and this is how you do it. You click on any number of any one of the video files, and it will tell you we're working at 1920 by 1080 resolution. Click and drag that file down onto the new sequence button here, and after a minute or two you will get that clip coming down. Now we're not actually interested in that clip being down in the timeline, it's just that it's created exactly the right space, size and everything in our sequence for us to work on. So I'm going to click on that clip and press the backspace key and delete that, and over here you'll see that I've got an icon that's different, and that is my sequence. So I'm going to click on the wording of that. I'm going to simply call that rough cut, because I might end up with a rough cut, first edit, second edit, final edit, that kind of thing. And what I'm going to do is fix, so I know where I am, I'm going to click on the training folder, and I'm going to move it outside of that training folder so that I can get to it easily there. You can create folders, you can divide your clips up however you want to keep organized. Okay, now it's simply a matter of choosing a clip, say this clip for instance, and I can scroll through here by clicking and dragging. I can play real time. I can press the space bar to start and stop. And I can use my shuttle and my jog. And I can also use JK and L. I'm going to choose a different clip for a minute. Let's have a look. So we've got a clip with sound. And what I'm doing now, you see I'm not clicking on any of these buttons. I'm simply pressing the J, K and L keys. So L plays forward and K stops. J plays backwards with sound and stops. Pressing and holding the K key and then pressing and holding the L key will play the footage at 6 frames per second, so very slow motion with sound, and K and L and J together will make it go backwards. So however you want to do it, your aim is to navigate to the start point of your clip that you want to use and the end point. So say for instance, I come in at the beginning, no actually, let's play that bit. Right, we're going to mark in at this point here, and I can simply click on the setting point or press I on the keyboard. I can then go forward, and we're going to end it there. So again, it's out point on here, or O on the keyboard. And once I've marked in and out here, I can then simply click and drag down. And I've got my first clip down in the timeline. I can drag open the clip to see what's what. So over here, I've got the whole clip. Over here and down in the timeline, I've just got the bit that I chose. Okay, good. I can now simply choose a different clip or the same one and do the same thing. Going to mark in right at the beginning of that one and let it play just to there. I know this isn't really making any sense as an edit, but this is just showing you the mechanics of how to click and drag that down. Now got a basic sequence coming together. If I want to move these around, I can. Notice that the audio is moving as well. If you want to stop that from happening, right mouse click and click on unlink, and then click off, click on, and I'm able to move stuff around. If it goes terribly wrong, you've always got Apple Z to go back. Right. Although we've set our in and out points over here, I can go down here and I can put my cursor on either the beginning point or the end point, and I can drag it out or drag it in and therefore trim the clip. And so you would keep going constructing clips until you've got the makings of a decent finished thing. Then all we need to do is go to File, Export Media, and this will open up Adobe Media Encoder. So in Adobe Media Encoder, I will need to select my format, so I'm going to upload to Vimeo, so that's H.264. Preset Vimeo SD or HD. We'll go for SD for the sake of smaller file and speed on export. Export video, export audio. Click on the output name. That then gives you a chance to name your work. Let's call it Final Cut. There we are, Final Cut and Premiere in one tutorial, eh? How good is that? Cause for Hope, you can just go in there, I think. Click on Save, and we've got everything set up here now that we need to. Apart from down here, we need to pay some attention because you see how if I dragged that little triangle, my source range goes from work area to custom. Well, custom, by dragging these, allows me just to export out a small part of my timeline to check it out for quality and if it plays. So that's quite useful. Work area is probably the thing I would recommend, because the work area is this area here, and as you construct your sequence in Premiere, the work area will grow. So either work area or entire sequence is fine. Click on export and your file will export out. Now when it comes out, of course you could play it in QuickTime Player or VLC Media Player, but it will also be ready just for immediate upload to Vimeo or YouTube, and then you can share it with the world via a link. So it's been a very quick and basic tutorial, but I hope that might be some help. If you need anything else, please contact me in person or via Visualize. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.